Both of our equations so far need one thing: time. But what if nobody started the clock? Here's everything we've got. The rocket starts at 30 meters per second. The boosters push at 20 meters per second squared. And it travels 400 meters. But the time? Nobody measured it. So how fast is it going after those 400 meters? Now, we could go hunting for the time first, or we could build an equation that never needs it at all. Let's go back to the shape. The distance is still the area under the line, but this time, look at it as one whole trapezoid. And here's a neat trick: slice that top triangle off and drop it into the gap. Now it's a plain rectangle, sitting at the average speed. So the distance is simply the average of you and v times the time. Check it. Halfway between 30 and 130 is 80. 80 times 5 is 400 meters. It works. Now for the clever part. Remember part 1. V equals u plus 80. Subtract u, divide by a, and you get t equals v minus u over a. That's something we can use in place of t. So swap it into the trapezoid. S equals u plus v over 2 times v minus u over a. Multiply both sides by 2a, and you get 2as equals u plus v times v minus u. And that pair of brackets always collapses into something beautiful: v squared minus u squared. Tidy it up, and there it is. V squared equals u squared plus 2as. Now look at what's missing. There's no t anywhere. Speed and distance tied together directly. So whenever a question hands you three of u, v, a, and s, and no clock, this is the one you reach for. So, 400 meters later, no stopwatch needed. V squared equals 30 squared plus 2 times 20 times 400. That's 900 plus 16,000, which is 16,900. And the square root of that is 130 meters per second. The exact same answer we got in part 1, from a completely different route. 3 equations. One straight line on a graph,